Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. Today we have another edition of Time Travel Tuesday, where we take a look at the cards from 70s, 80s, and the 90s. In today's edition, we will be taking a look at these 1983 Donruss Action All Stars. These cards are representative of the players from the 1982 All-Star game. As you can see, you get 6 cards per pack, and 3 puzzle pieces representing the Mickey Mantle full color puzzle. Most people think that the Mickey Mantle puzzle of all the Donruss puzzles is the most difficult to collect. Now, in this collection of 60 cards, there are really only a few cards that have any real value. Of course, there is the Nolan Ryan and the Cal Ripken Jr. Those two are the most sought-after cards. In addition to that, here is the Mickey Mantle puzzle piece. We'll put that aside. In addition to that, there is a Reggie Jackson card that has like some sort of an error to it, and I'm not really sure exactly what it is. So if we get one, I'll have to look it up online and then let you guys know in the comments below if it is a legit error card. So we're going to start it off with probably the second best pitcher of the 80s. It's Dave Stieb. Jack Morris, of course, being the best American League pitcher from that era. I'm a big Dave Stieb fan if you follow our channel. George Brett, this is the 4th best card in the collection. George Brett's card, I think it's just worth a couple of bucks, but for these Donruss cards, it's not too shabby. For some reason, we're having a little difficulty getting it to focus. So there's George Brett. We've got Dave Winfield on the Yanks, another Hall of Famer. Toby Harrah, third baseman for the Indians at this point of his career. I believe in the 84 season, he was on the Yankees. Next up is Hall of Famer Raleigh Fingers. We had a giveaway. We gave away a Raleigh Fingers autographed photo. And we're going to finish up the first pack with Joaquin Andahar. Pretty decent pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, pack number 2 of the 5 packs we have. Rip that baby open. Oh, on the back, it looks like we have a Johnny Bench. I paid, believe it or not, maybe you do believe it, only $5 for these 5 packs. I feel like that's a pretty good deal to have some fun opening up some old cards today. We're going to start it off with Damaso Garcia. Yes, he was an all-star for the Blue Jays in 1982. Next up is Terry Kennedy. I'm laughing because Terry Kennedy had a great year in 82, but he is on my 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay series as part of the gaming that we do here using Baseball Mogul. There's future Detroit Tiger manager Buddy Bell, third baseman for the Rangers. Love the old powder blue Rangers uniforms. Hey, we got Michael Jack Smith. I mean, we are getting a lot of the great Hall of Famers of this era. We'll do like a Hall of Fame recap when we're done. Joe Negro, his brother's in the Hall of Fame, Phil Negro. On the Astros, there's Keith Hernandez. I think you could argue he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. First baseman for the Cardinals. And Hall of Famer Johnny Bench. Perhaps the greatest catcher of all time, depending on how you feel about Mike Piazza or Yogi Berra or Lance Parrish. Now, I mean, I'm a Tigers fan. I looked it up. There's only 2 Tigers that were in the All-Star game in 82, and they would not be who you might think they would be. It was Lance Parrish, my large adult son, Lance Parrish, and Larry Herndon. Those were the only 2 Tigers in the world in the All-Star game in 1982. Okay, we're going to start off with Herbie Kent Herbeck, first baseman for the Twins. Another Hall of Famer, it's Pudge Fisk in his White Sox uniform. Pitcher Tim Lawler of the San Diego Padres. Here is the Mickey Mantle card piece showing his Mickey Mantle's World Series stats. And then we have Damaso Garcia once again, Are we going to see similar cards? Yeah, well, Terry Kennedy, Buddy Bell, and Lonnie Smith of the St. Louis Cardinals. So, I'm sorry, we didn't get a Hall of Famer. Oh yeah, we got Pudge. So we did get a Hall of Famer in that pack. Okay, 2 packs to go. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We have lots of gaming going on right now. We have the 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. And we have the 1981 Detroit Lions alternate history season coming up shortly. And we just completed the 1969 Seattle Pilots what if scenario. What if the Seattle Pilots had never moved to Milwaukee? In my world, Milwaukee Brewers don't even exist. So you can check those series out if you like on the channel. Here we go with Greg Minton, sans his eyeglasses, which I think he's famous for. Hard to believe he was ever a all-star, but I guess suppose he was. There's the Bull, Greg Luzinski, and Fernando Valenzuela wearing a batter's helmet. Maybe the closest we had in the 80s of anyone who could be Shohei Ohtani. Fernando hit a lot of bombs in his career. There's the Penguin, Ron Say of the Dodgers. Hey, there's my large adult son, Lance Parrish. No Pants Lance. Big Wheel, that's his actual nickname. That's great. That'll go in my personal collection. And then we got Hall of Famer, Carl Yastrzemski. I believe he is in his final season in 1983, as you see there. His all-time stats, filling up a back of a card. And we are down to our last pack of cards. It looks like this back card is Reggie Jackson. So I will have to look that up and find out what it is specifically about that card that is an error card. It's of equal value to the Ripken and the Nolan Ryan card from what I saw. We're going to start it off with Tony Pena. He's a catcher that caught from his knees, could throw out base runners. We've got Jack Clark of the Giants. There's Nolan Ryan. There we go. That's the best card in the set. We have some last pack magic here, pulling out the Ryan Express. And that's a great card. I'm happy to have that card. I'm sure this card will probably go on my Mercari for those who might be interested in purchasing it. Another great player with awesome nicknames, Gator and Louisiana Lightning. That's Ron Guidry. Probably my third favorite pitcher from this era. We got Hawk Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. And we're going to wrap it up with Reggie Jackson on the Angels. I'm looking at it really quick here. I can't tell if this is an error card or not. I believe it had something to do with the coloration of the card, perhaps the border, perhaps the inside photo. I can't discern on here. So I'm going to look it up and double check, and I'll let you know in the comments below if this card is specifically the error card of Reggie Jackson. So let's do a quick Hall of Fame recap, and then we'll wrap this baby up. We got Reggie Jackson, of course, Hall of Famer. We've got Hawk Dawson, Hall of Famer. Next up is Nolan Ryan, maybe one of the best pitchers of all time. We have Yaz, that's 4. Not Lance Parrish, not the Penguin, Fernando maybe deserves a place in the Hall of Fame. We got Greg Minton, no thanks. Lonnie Smith, batting leader. Buddy Bell, great defensive third baseman. TK, Damaso Garcia, and Tim Lawler not going to cut it. Pudge, no Herbie. Johnny Bench, Keith Hernandez, he probably should be in the Hall of Fame. Michael Jack Schmidt, definitely Hall of Famer. We got these 3 repeat cards. Joaquin Andahar, we got Raleigh Fingers and his fantastic mustache are in the Hall of Fame. Not Toby Harrah, we got Dave Winfield, George Brett, and not Dave Stieb, although maybe the pitcher of the decade, depending on how you cut it. So we did all right here. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 Hall of Famers out of 30 cards. You can't do a whole lot better than that. So that's going to do it for today's Time Travel Tuesday. We'll see you next week. Until then, everyone, have a great day.